If you're doing these three things, you might actually be on your way to becoming a profitable day trader, even if your P&L does not show it yet. These three signs that I'm going to be talking about in this video are extremely important, and these are honestly some of the best signs, I think, to becoming a profitable day trader. This is what I recognize in myself when I was becoming profitable, and this is what I recognize in the one-on-one students and the premium members whenever they're on their journey to becoming profitable. So like I mentioned, these are super important, and I'm telling you guys this from experience. I went from an unprofitable trader to blowing a bunch of accounts, working jobs that I genuinely hated, to becoming a full-time profitable trader and being able to do this on a daily basis, be able to pay my bills, and actually be able to teach people the skill. I want to jump right into it. So sign number one is you're starting to care about the process more than the profits. Now, if you're a beginner trader, that probably sounds a little interesting to you, care about the process more than the profits, because, you know, we all get into day trading for the profits, right? But trading is a heavy mindset game. I want you guys to start focusing on whether you followed your setups and rules rather than just winning any random trade, because the process is actually what's going to get you to that full-time consistent profitability level. A losing trade is not automatically going to mean you had a bad trade, right? Which might sound interesting to you again. Oh, a losing trade means it's a bad trade. No, it does not. A losing trade where you followed your complete system, you followed your rules, you stayed disciplined, you stayed patient, is a better trade than a winning trade where you broke your rules, you were not disciplined, you were not patient. The process is the key to this whole thing, right? So remember, the sign is you're starting to care more about the process rather than the profit. And some of the things under that is you stop obsessing over how much you made today. You focus on whether you followed your setups and rules. Remember, you have to have a good system in place. A losing trade does not automatically mean it was a bad trade. These are all things that are going under that first bulletin point of you're starting to care more about the process rather than the profits. You're going to understand this. I tell my premium members and I tell my one-on-one students this all the time. One trade does not matter in the long term. Okay? Your next 100 trades do. So, for example, currently I am on a 6-week winning streak. The team knows I'm trying to break my record of a 15-week winning streak, so we're heading for a 16-week winning streak. The last 6 trades in a row, I won. Today, I took an L. Do you think this one L is going to do anything to me long term? No, it's not. If I thought that way, it would be holding me back so much. I'm 6 weeks of ending consistently profitable. Last 6 trades were profitable. The last 14 trades I've taken, I've only taken 1 loss. If I focused on the current loss, it's going to hold me up. The one trade does not matter. That's why I tell everyone, focus on this long term. If you really want to be profitable at this long term, you have to focus on the bigger picture. Quit just getting caught up in what we're in right now. You see a red number on the screen, that's when you start revenge trading, over trading. That is not a sign you're going to be a profitable trader. The profitable trader sign would be, oh, I took an L today. I'm going to walk away from my setup because I followed my rules. I'm only limiting myself to 1 trade per day. I'll come back tomorrow, and if there's a high probability setup, I'll take it. That is a sign of a profitable trader. The second sign I want to talk about, you can take a loss without losing control. This is where so many beginner traders spiral. They take a loss, their mind gets all messed up. They overtrade, over leverage, revenge trade, whatever it is, they're making that mistake. How do I know that? Because I see it and I've been there. The amount of times I've overtraded, over leveraged, revenge traded has been an insane amount of times, I bet. I would buy an account, blow it, buy another one right after, blow that one, and it's just a crazy cycle because I could not follow my rules. Now remember, you can take a loss without losing control is going to be the main sign. Now all these things that are going to tie into that is taking a loss and walking away. That is huge. Not immediately increasing your size to make it back. Over leveraging, one of the biggest account killers there is. And I bet a lot of you guys are guilty of that, and that's what's holding you back. You over leverage. Not taking random setups because you feel like you need to win. You do not want to take a random setup because you feel like you need to win. Okay? You want to not take random setups. You want to not increase your size. You want to take a loss and walk away. You don't want to stay on the charts and revenge trade. You need to understand that losses are a part of this business, right? I was just talking to this today with the team. You have to think of trading like a business. Losses are going to happen. It depends on how you handle them. That's what's going to make the results better or worse. Being able to have 1 to 2 trades in a day, and still executing your plan the next day, still sticking to it. A lot of people, they'll take 1, 2, 3 losses and say, this strategy does not work anymore. I'm trying the next strategy. Then it's just a cycle of them hopping from strategy to strategy and never getting consistent results because they don't actually follow their rules and they think it's the strategy when in reality it's them. Most of the time, guys, I'm telling you, it's yourself that's holding you back. I know that because I see it and I've been there. I held myself back for too long because I thought it was my strategy. I thought it was the market that was keeping me unprofitable. No, it was me. It was my actions. And I don't want you guys to do that, bro. I want you guys to actually be able to be consistently profitable. I did this. I know you guys can too. So quick little recap of that section. Do not increase your size to make it back. That's revenge trading. That's over leveraging. Don't do it. Don't take random setups because you feel like you need to win. If there's a high probability setup and it's still within, your 1 trade per day, 2 trade per day, whatever your rules are, take it. If there's not a high probability setup, it's a no trade day. That is totally fine. And then understand losing is a part of the game, to be honest. Now, the third and final thing is you're willing to wait. Patience is key, man. A lot of times, you guys know me if you know my videos or if you're in the live sessions. We sit on our hands a lot of times. We see our high probability setups and we wait for price to pull into that level. If it doesn't, then we're cash. I'm not taking a trade. I'm willing to wait for the high probability setups. And if it doesn't come, let's say on a Monday, I'm going to wait for the high probability setup for Tuesday. If it's still not there, I'm not placing a trade till the high probability setup's there. I'm willing to wait because I know patience pays. That's the main thing. You're willing to wait. Now, I want to talk about a few things that tie into that third sign. Not forcing trades because the market is moving. FOMO. You do not want FOMO. If the market's just moving straight up and you're like, oh my God, it missed my level, I need to just hop in now, and you hop into the trade, that's not going to be good for you long term. Do not have FOMO. What did I just say again? Be okay with taking 0 trades. A no trade day is totally fine. Show up to the market. If your high probability setup's there, take it. If it's not, stay cash. Gather all the data. You're still getting your chart time, but you do not have to place a trade every single day to be a trader or to be profitable. Waiting for your levels is going to be key. Like I just mentioned, wait for your high probability setups. If it hits, cool, enter. If it doesn't hit, you're waiting still. Understand that missing a move, though, is not the same as losing money. That ties into the FOMO thing. If you miss a move, it's totally fine. We miss plenty of moves, and we don't just hop in. If it already happened, it happened. Cool, we'll wait for the next high probability setup. I'd rather wait than just hop in. Just because we missed the trade doesn't mean we lost money. And I think the final thing I want to tie into the third sign, which is you're willing to wait, is just you don't need to trade every single day. I say that so much, but it genuinely helped me become profitable when I realized less is more, and I did not need to place a trade every single day. I just needed to make sure the trades I did place were high probability setups. They were more likely to go my way rather than to stop loss. And that changed a lot of things for me, man. I used to be placing 5, 10, 15, 20 trades in a day. Now, I won't place more than 5 trades in a week. That means I'd have to place a trade every single day. Normally, I'm averaging maybe 3 to 4 trades per week. And that is plenty for me. That is what helps me pay the bills. That is what's helped me travel. That is what's helped me, keep elevating my life, right? And it's just going to keep on getting better and better. And I'm going to just get stricter and stricter with my trades. I need high probability setups. That is it, guys. But if you're starting to care more about the process and you can take losses without going on tilt and you're becoming more patient with your setups, you're probably closer to profitability than you think. Trust me on that. And if you're still revenge trading, if you're still forcing setups, if you're still changing strategies every week and judging yourself based on today's P&L, That's exactly what you need to fix first before becoming profitable. You will not become profitable before you fix those things. I'm telling you, I know from experience, and I want you guys to change that. That's exactly what I focus on, though, inside my community, is just becoming more consistent, disciplined, and confident in your executions. No matter if you join the one-on-ones or if you just join premium and you trade live with me, it's genuinely a group where traders are there to learn the skill set and be able to do this on their own. That's why I made it. The come up is everyone's goal, right? That was my goal. That's a lot of other people's goals. So I made the come up trading lab specifically for traders on the come up that just want a group to be in to actually better themselves or be around other like-minded traders. So I don't want to plug the group too hard, but if you want to trade live with me, click the link in the bio or description that says trade live with me. And if you wanted to work with me one-on-one and learn everything I know, click the link in the bio or description that says apply to the one-on-one mentorship. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video and actually take these tips and apply them, man, because they are so useful. And I just want to see you guys succeed and keep on bettering yourselves. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.